What are you doing today?
Running.
How long?
As long as I can go. As long as I can hold on. I started out as a competitive dancer from, the age of 6 to 18. You could find me in the dance studio. Running was something that I sort of fell into. It was never part of the plan or, what I foresaw for myself. When I graduated university and moved home to Kingston, Ontario, I didn't have a lot of money, for a gym membership or a yoga membership or anything fancy. But I had an old Timex watch, a pair of running shoes, pair of shorts, and I just got out the door and I started running very grassroots, very organically. So I would map out a 5K route from my parents' house. Eventually that led to a 10K route, a 15K route. I ran my first half marathon in 2017.
That's Elaina Raponi in the half marathon. Elaina Raponi.
And then it really wasn't until the COVID-19 pandemic where gyms were shut down, yoga studios were shut down. It's like, well, you can still get outside. I was still running at the time, but it really became something more. And I found this community of people who were also trying to stay fit and stay healthy and just have this outlet during a very uncertain time in our lives. And so probably around 2020, I started getting into running more seriously. I trained for my first marathon, which I ran in September of 2021. In February of 2024, I was out for a workout and I noticed a little something off in my right ankle. I wouldn't have characterized it as pain or discomfort or anything. It just slight awareness, like a feeling that I hadn't had on previous runs. After a couple weeks, when I started to notice some swelling and some inflammation, we went for an MRI, which confirmed I had a stress fracture in my right fibula. The fracture was about 80% through the bone, which was quite alarming, and I made the decision right then and there to have it casted. I was off running for about 2 months from start to end. How it impacts your mental health, not being able to do the sport that you love, not being able to interact with your friends and your training partners, and seeing everyone else kind of move along with their training in the pursuit of their goals. It was really hard from a mental perspective. When I got injured, it was the winter time, so I felt very isolated. It was my right foot, so I couldn't drive, I couldn't run, I couldn't walk. And having the running community and the training partners that I do in Kingston, not being able to see them as much and interact with them, like it really was a very lonely experience. I really had to focus on not what I couldn't do, but what can I do? So even if I can't run, can I do core exercises? Can I do glute? Can I do other things to help maintain some muscle mass and some strength that will help me when I come back from this injury? And that shift in perspective of like, what can I do and not woe is me and this is what I can't do, that really helped me to get through that injury. I think I was perhaps even more motivated coming back from this injury because I felt I was so fit prior to this injury. Towed the line of the 2024 Chicago Marathon, and I was very fortunate to be in the American Development Program. I had a little bit of imposter syndrome, if I'm being completely honest. Having this injury really just allowed me to have this gratitude and appreciation for my body. I ran 2:46:23 for about a 9-minute or a 9.5-minute personal best. I was just so happy and so overwhelmed with appreciation for what my body had carried me through, not only on race day, but in building back from a very severe stress fracture, all in the span of a matter of months. The summer of 2025, I spent training for the Berlin Marathon. Felt very fit, I felt very confident heading into race day, flew across the pond there. And around the 10-mile mark or the 16-kilometer mark, my hips kind of started to lock up. I made the very difficult decision to drop out. I felt obviously disappointed, really frustrated. I really shifted my goals and my perspectives to doing some ultra marathon distances. After the 50K, it felt so easy and I really was motivated to keep pushing my body even more.
Then you stop. Done, hit the watch. Sub 8:30. Sit down. Yeah. Sub 8:30. Go lay down.
And then I ran 104 kilometers on the Cataraqui Trail, and that was at the time the fastest time any man or woman had run that 104 kilometer distance on that section of trail. Personally, I don't think success is achieving any certain time or running any certain pace. Continuing to push yourself to do hard things, to be uncomfortable. At the time of recording, I am currently 7 months pregnant. I have run almost every day in this pregnancy, and I raced a couple 5Ks, my first one at 12 weeks pregnant, and most recently 2 weeks ago at the Tamarack Ottawa race weekend, and exceeded all expectations. Getting to set some postpartum personal bests and really just have that same fire and fuel to bring me back that I had post-injury in my postpartum. There will definitely be a marathon on the schedule for next year, and I'm sure lots of other shorter races to build back along the way.